Hi, I'm Mo Brown. I just finished up a run and I'm doing a cool down walk, and it's such a beautiful New England November day. Temperatures in the high 40s, really sunny. So I thought I would extend my cool down, spend a little more time outdoors, and make a video in the process. In this video, I want to share with you some tips for returning to regular running after taking a long break. Let's face it, life happens to all of us, and it doesn't always cooperate with our desire to run. Due to an injury or other health concerns, increased work responsibilities, or any number of other circumstances, despite our best intentions, we end up reducing our running volume or even putting it on hold altogether. And of course, if this continues for an extended time, our conditioning will suffer. I'm actually in the process of returning to regular running myself. For the past 2 years, my running volume has been dramatically reduced due to increased work demands and family responsibilities. But I'm now in a position where I'm returning to regular, more frequent running, and it feels awesome. But due to my eagerness to get back at it, I've made some mistakes along the way. So I wanted to share my experiences and what I learned in the process, so that if you are in a similar situation, you have some strategies and information to help with your own comeback. So these are my 5 tips for returning to regular running. Number 1, be consistent. Focus on frequency rather than distance. A trap I fell into when I was starting back up is I got too fixated on my previous distance runs. I really enjoy my long run on the weekend, so I would make my long run the primary focus. And for me, that was 8 miles or more. And while I was able to complete the distance, the problem was it would take me most of the week to recover, and that would hinder my performance during the week. I might not be able to run at all, or if I did, it would be very little. That was negatively affecting my progress because I wasn't allowing my body time to effectively adapt to regular running again. Once it dawned on me what I was doing wrong, I made the change and started running more frequently, but with much less mileage, so that I could get better acclimated. For some runs, I only did 2 or 3 miles, but by being able to run more frequently, it significantly helped improve my conditioning. Number 2, gradually and progressively increase running volume. To build endurance, start by taking one of your weekly runs and make that your long, slow distance run. Of course, this will be relative to where you're at with your level of conditioning, but the idea is to gradually and progressively build the distance of that run. So, for example, if you're running 4 miles comfortably for your longest run, you could push that run up a little bit higher to 4.5 miles or 5 miles. Increase the distance of your other runs as you feel is appropriate, but the main objective is still to gradually and progressively make those increases so that your body has the ability to adapt. While you don't necessarily need to increase your running volume every week, when you do increase it, general recommendations are that it can be increased anywhere from 10 to 30% per week. Where you fall within that range depends upon your current level of conditioning. For example, if you are running 10 miles per week, a 30% increase would be an additional 3 miles, or 13 miles total for that week, which is a reasonable increase. However, if you are running 30 miles per week, a 30% increase would be an additional 9 miles for that week, or 39 miles total. This is a pretty sizable increase and could set you up for injury if you increase by such a significant amount frequently. In this situation, you would likely be better off in the lower end of that 10 to 30% range. Overall, use your best judgment based on your training history when increasing your running volume. If in doubt, err on the lower end of the range. Also, be alert to signs of a need for additional recovery or rest, such as lingering muscle aches or excess fatigue. Number 3, cross-train to help improve your aerobic fitness. As a runner, of course, there's nothing quite like running, but doing an alternative aerobic activity, such as using an elliptical trainer, rowing machine, or cycling, can improve your aerobic fitness, but also act as active recovery from your running workouts. Number 4, pick a race to do to stay motivated. Do the race with the goal of getting further motivated and inspired. If you do well, great. If not, no worries. You're in comeback mode. Use the positive energy from the race environment to inspire you to continue to improve. And number 5, appreciate and enjoy the journey. Appreciate that you are running again and enjoy the comeback process. Stay positive and focus on improvements. Don't dwell on where you used to be, but rather keep the focus on the now. Look for improvements, or what I like to call victories, with each workout. Log them and use them for motivation. Examples of victories include reduced heart rate. Over time, you'll find that your average heart rate during each run is lower than it was on day 1 of your comeback. Pace improvements. Your average pace will likely get faster over time, even without trying to run faster. Reduced perceived exertion. On day 1 of your comeback, it may feel like you're starting from scratch, with even a short run feeling laborious. But with consistency, not only will your pace improve, it will feel easier as well. These are just some examples, but the idea is to be alert to any and all improvements. This will let you see that your efforts are paying off and provide motivation to keep it up. So those are my 5 tips. I hope you find them helpful. I also like to add that anytime I have a setback, I always look for a positive takeaway from the experience. And what I found as a result of my absence from running is that now that I'm back at it, it's really reignited my passion for it. And I appreciate every step I take out there and having fun again. So I hope you find a similar situation. And thank you for watching. And I wish you the best with all your running ventures.